Hello, Maya. It's Carl.
You have a new husk.
Got tired of the old one.
It's a very good-looking body.
I would not have pulled you away from your assignments if this hadn't been of the utmost importance. But first, I'd like to welcome our most elite operatives, the leaders of our 3 divisions, Acolyte, Empiricist, and Osmosist. A political movement at home has necessitated this meeting. There's been a call for peace, a growing belief that the invasion will prove too costly. The Guahead needs our immediate recommendation regarding the advisability of an attack. Maya has been coordinating the results of our experiments worldwide. I've asked her to present her analysis.
Good evening. Global penetration schematics. After almost 4 decades, we've managed to put into operation over 1,800 experiments. There's no part of the planet left uncovered. Our goal, to determine whether we should undertake a military invasion. While many of our experiments are still in process, we've learned a great deal about this species. They're weak, motivated by personal gain, and blinded by lust and greed. With our wormhole technology, an assault can be mobilized quickly. Our data suggests that the human race would be unable to mount a sufficient defense to meet our attack, and unable to withstand our forces once the attack has begun. It's my opinion that we recommend the launch.
Good. A unanimous recommendation will carry weight when the Guahead makes his decision.
In 1564, Nostradamus predicted the destruction of Earth in 3 terrifying waves. The first wave is here. My name is Cade Foster. These are my journals. They killed my wife, framed me for murder. Now I run, but I don't hide. With the prophecies of Nostradamus as my guide, I seek them, I hunt them. I will stop the first wave.
By the Articles of Conduct codified in the Military Testament, each member of the Assembly and the divisional leaders have the right to object. Is there anyone present who opposes the launch? Speak now or forfeit the right.
I object. If we launch an attack, we risk a protracted war with heavy losses on both sides, and possible defeat by the human race.
You're an acolyte, Joshua, a warrior. You're the last one I'd expect to oppose military action.
It's too early to launch. Our work here remains incomplete.
Incomplete? We have studied this planet's defenses. We've infiltrated every major military power, simulated attacks to predict human behavior.
I simply urge caution.
What's wrong, Joshua? Have the moderates on our planet been getting to you?
My objection is based upon my own observations.
Joshua, approach the center. I respect the work you've done on this planet. You're well versed in human behavior and human history. You have the right to make your case.
Waste of time.
Maya, the Articles of Conduct demand that one of Joshua's stature be heard.
I'd like to reference experiment AHX-2323.
I'm familiar with it.
Then I'm sure you're aware of Cade Foster.
Yes, the much discussed Subject 117. Maya, the image, please.
Subject 117. The Assembly knows about Cade Foster. What's your point?
AHX-2323 was specifically designed to test human will. We determined there were 117 psychological profiles and found a subject to fit each one. We fed them hallucinogens, drained their bank accounts, ruined their careers. We led them through a mystery with clues to 19 Haven Street and to the 19 million we planned to annihilate on the first day of invasion. In short, clues to their own destruction.
Hannah? Hannah? Hannah! 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 It's okay.
We drew out the warrior in Foster when we threatened his wife.
That was our objective, to find out who would fight back and to learn more about what the humans call will.
But we got more than we bargained for with Foster. He exhibited extraordinary skill in tracking the source of his hallucinations. His investigative path led him to another subject in the experiment. A millionaire by the name of Emmett Mayhew. Mayhew found a long-lost book of prophecies that may have foretold of our invasion of this planet. He told Foster about this book.
He said the clues were buried in the center of the maze, under the ruby red eye.
The ruby red eye. Nostradamus.
Mayhew marked this page.
Cade, wake up. Mayhew's crazy. If you want to read Nostradamus, pick up a copy of the National Enquirer.
Quatrain 18, verse 6.
This place scares me.
On the seventh dawn of the seventh day, a twice-blessed man will roam the fields, doomed to shadows with his brethren, our savior to all who walk the ground.
He's using the Nostradamus book to track our experiments as we speak.
There's no proof of that.
I believe there is. Just bear with me. Because to understand Cade Foster, we must also understand the atrocity to which we subjected him.
I'm putting you on a plane to Seattle, go see your parents. I'll call the FBI, try and launch an official investigation.
I'm not leaving without you.
Anna, you're going.
No, I'm not.
I'm scared. I'm more scared than I've ever been in my whole life. I've lost everything else. I ain't gonna lose you. For your own safety, I'm putting you on a plane first thing in the morning.
You insist? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Are you all right? You're looking at me so strangely.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. Everything's gonna be all right. I promise.
Cade, I need you.
Hannah?
Our Gentech duplicate was successful. Foster's real wife was purged. But Foster did not go insane as did the other subjects.
Yes, I'd heard he'd fought even harder.
Exactly. The fabric of our test included a finish line, designed so we could evaluate each subject's warrior potential. That finish line was a building in Chicago, at 19 Haven Street.
Sometimes the rat finds its way to the end of the maze.
This man's a worthy adversary. We'd be foolish to overlook his example.
What example, Joshua? The other 116 subjects crumbled. Doesn't that figure into your statistical calculations?
The others don't concern me.
What does concern you, Joshua?
If 1 out of every 117 humans is a Cade Foster, we'll face a fighting force far stronger than we're prepared to deal with. Following his murder conviction, we arranged for Foster's incarceration in a mental institution. On the day he was scheduled for dissection, he tricked us into believing he was drugged. Good work.
Thank you.
I know you're here.
Foster knows we're here. And And he's letting others know.
I agree with you that Cade Foster is a problem. But he's one man.
Study the course of human history, and you'll see one man can build an army of believers. Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, Gandhi.
Carl, this is absurd. He is taking one experiment and giving it too much weight. We have dozens of others that indicate our ability to dominate this species. Run MZP 3718. We orchestrated a verdict to heighten racial tension in Los Angeles. Violence erupted in the streets. Citizens looted their neighbors and burned down their own backyard. KVB 9631. In Yugoslavia, we encouraged intense nationalistic sentiments against divergent ethnic groups. A bloody civil war ensued as brother turned against brother. And who could forget our most deliciously ironic test? Run KXM 6455. We convince a group of humans to orchestrate a mass suicide on the false belief that they'll be eligible for extraterrestrial space travel. At every turn, our experiments prove one thing: that the human race reached its apex long ago. It's now rotten at the core, ripe for takeover.
How can you dispute these facts, Joshua?
The human race is weak. That I don't dispute. But together, under the right leader, they can be strong.
And you think Foster is that leader? We framed him for murder, Joshua. Who will he lead? Ex-convicts?
He's attracted followers already.
A few hundred who visit his internet website.
Foster represents what we have to fear most. Someone with the dogged perseverance to create a movement.
You're overestimating his importance.
According to information from an operative known as AMSA, Foster visited Potomac, Maryland, shortly after his escape from Wilsonville. He went searching for a man named Eddie Nambulus, the publisher of the Paranoid Times website. A document that seeks to expose the conspiracies and evil secrets of those who hold power. The Paranoid Times says to believe the unbelievable. How long before the human race heeds that warning and follows Foster?
I'll shish kebab your throat, you don't raise your hands.
Eddie Nambulus, publisher of Paranoid Press?
Shut up. I asked the questions. What are you doing here?
I got a story I thought you might be interested in.
I've been diagnosed with acute paranoid disorder, so sneaking up on me is a very bad idea. How the hell did you find my location?
Met a hacker in Michigan. 5 shots of tequila and he fessed up your locale.
That damn Mickey Owens. Lush.
This article about cloning has similarities to my own story. That's why I came.
You're not here to kill me?
I need your help. Can we talk inside?
What's your name?
Name's Cade Foster. My wife was killed and replaced with a clone. I was framed for a murder.
Why should I trust you?
You shouldn't. You're paranoid. I saw my wife's clone. Hey, trust me, you're gonna want to hear my story.
Let's go inside.
Nice saber.
Sword that killed Lincoln.
Lincoln was shot.
That's what they tell you.
Foster was able to turn Eddie Nambulus into an ally.
I don't understand the relevance of this information.
Foster's fighting back.
He's got no chance of winning.
But he has hope. And when they have hope, They fight with a vengeance we didn't anticipate. Our latest intelligence reports that Foster, a human, has personally eliminated 13 of our Gua operatives.
I never suggested Foster can't hurt us.
He can do more than that. With that Nostradamus book, he can track us down. He could be outside this building right now.
Nonsense. We've taken every security precaution.
He's done it before.
Joshua's right.
I was transferring into this body when Foster broke into one of our laboratories. One where we grow our human husks. He was able to discover the location and interrupt the process. Cade Foster entered a closely guarded inner sanctum of our operation. He almost obtained evidence that would have exposed our presence.
He caught us off guard, that's true, but the damage that Foster's done to our mission here is minimal.
He's just getting started. What happens when his website journals are read by millions instead of hundreds?
He'll be dead long before that. Dead the moment after we retrieve the Nostradamus book.
What makes you think we'll find that book? We haven't yet. I've tracked Cade Foster. Felt him slip through my grasp, witnessed his commitment to exposing us. I believe he's the one our oracles predicted. Our sacred writing warns of the one who can destroy us. We'd be wise to heed these warnings.
Century 1, Quatrain 1. Nostradamus believes that destruction of the Earth will come in 3 waves. Third wave, Armageddon. Second wave, invasion from above.
And the first wave is already here.
And if we stop the first wave, we can prevent the others. It says it all right here.
But does it say how?
Actually, there's one more thing. The page that was marked, Century 3, Quatrain 18. The 7th dawn of the 7th day.
Read it. How does one day have 7 dawns, Eddie?
Actually, every day has 24 dawns. One for each time zone. Nostradamus wrote these puppies in France. Exactly 7 time zones ahead of Chicago.
What's your drift?
Chicago's your hometown. He was talking about you.
Nostradamus is full of crap.
No, he's not. You're the twice blessed man.
Foster, the one who will destroy us?
Ridiculous.
I believe Joshua is trying to use fear to manipulate this assembly.
What proof do you have that Foster's the man foretold as the defender of the human race?
Look at his actions. Our acolyte military experiment in Missouri. A quantum pocket designed to trap their vehicles in an alternate dimension. Foster not only identified the experiment, but was able to enter the pocket and find the human trapped inside. That in itself is impressive. What is most remarkable is that Foster not only defeated our acolyte, but he made it back out of the pocket alive.
Hurry up.
Yeah, I got it, Danny.
This isn't good. Hurry up, Danny. I got it, Danny. Wait. Come on, Just wait, man. We gotta hurry up. Danny, come on. Press it now. Going. We're not gonna make it. We're gonna hit the wall.
Years of work down the drain. One of our best operatives killed.
Sad reality of war, I'll grant you. But the quantum pocket device was simply moved to another location. Foster accomplished nothing.
He was unable to gain hard evidence. What happens when he does?
Nothing. Because his own people will never believe him. They listen to us. We're more advanced, more cohesive, and the sexual power of our Gentech bodies is strong. We've formed relationships with high officials, infiltrated institutions, slept our way to the top. That's a weapon Foster will never be able to defeat.
Don't be so sure. Foster has the determination and will.
Enough about human will. It's a fallacy, a self-serving notion created by the humans themselves. They're led by base motives, like revenge and lust and greed.
Really? New York City, the Royal Nightclub. Foster tracks her neural worm implant project. He destroys an experiment years in development.
Mr. Silver? Frankie?
Get a paramedic.
It's okay with him. Let's bring him to the back.
We made a Gentech duplicate of his financial ally, Susan Tannen.
We're gonna kill you.
Cade, she's one of them.
Cade!
Stand back, both of you.
She was asking me questions, studying me, my movements, my mannerisms. Cade, don't believe her, it's me.
Stop it. Okay. Okay. Today, one of you told me you loved me. Why? Is it true? Or did you just tell me so I'd let my guard down?
Of course it's not true. She told you that? Cade, I never let it come between you and Hannah. I love you both too much.
It's okay, Susan. It doesn't matter. Okay, you stay there. Come on. Come on.
Cade!
Stop it.
Foster doesn't yield to temptation. He keeps his goal firmly in mind. That goal is to drive us off this planet. While Foster avoids the seduction that our sexual warfare provides, we ourselves become victims of temptation.
What do you mean by that, Joshua?
One of my assignments is to kill Guam operatives who succumb to human weaknesses. Addiction, idolatry, sexual deviance.
So what? So we haven't entirely adjusted to our human husks.
So what? So we're not ready as a fighting force.
Not ready. Joshua, you are bordering on insubordination.
The call of addiction, the newfound thrill of human sex. These things will weaken our military strength, our resolve to fight.
You're the one who lacks resolve to fight.
Is it so painful to hear the truth?
What evidence do you have of our weakened position?
You've seen my reports. First, there was Elton Belai, the preacher. An experiment to see if we could get humans to willingly offer their souls to a charismatic leader. An experiment that backfired. What happened to you, Elton? You were an acolyte, one of our best military leaders. And you were my friend.
I succeeded.
You failed. The Gua agenda was to study the relationships humans had with their spiritual leaders, to see if we could create followers who would embrace us as gods. Instead, you breached experiment protocol and made us into devils.
But it is said that a devil hath the power to assume a pleasing shape. Isn't that what we are to them? Devils?
It doesn't matter what we are to them. All that matters is our survival.
Our survival. Can I let you in on a little secret?
I'd rather you not.
We underestimated them, Joshua. They look like easy prey, but they are driven by something we lack. Hope. That's how I reach them, by giving them hope. If you ignore that part of them, it could be the weapon that defeats you.
By morning, I expect this compound to be vacated. Report to the center in Atlanta. Or the next time you see me. It will be official.
You can kill me, Joshua.
But beware of the consequences.
That they'll venerate you in your death?
No. That they'll raise up a new savior in my place.
If our years together mean anything, you won't force me to return.
My kingdom has come.
At home, Elton was a brave warrior. But the temptations of this planet seduced him. I've come to believe that he was right. We must be cautious of the one who'll lead them against us.
In any advanced infiltration effort, there'll be a few undesirables.
A few? We have many. We're all aware of the negative effect that unsaturated iodized salt has on our DNA. Most of us can control how much we ingest. But the narcotic effect of the substance has led many of us astray. Look at me. I said, look at me. Calvin! I know you're here, Calvin. Just relax, okay?
I don't have a gun. Okay? I just got to stop here. Salt is for us what heroin is for them. Have you tried it? It'll release you. You can just let go, you know? You can let go of everything.
We're supposed to be better than them, Calvin.
Let's try it. Okay? Please. You'll understand.
You're no better than a junkie.
I'm sorry. I can't take it here. I just want to go home.
Drug problems are always a factor in any high-stress combat situation.
Our weaknesses, combined with the emergence of Cade Foster, should be enough to discourage an attack at this time.
I disagree.
Perhaps one final point may convince you. My talks of Foster's need for revenge is a driving factor, as though that would explain his single-minded destruction of her experiments. But this can no longer be his primary motive.
Get the lieutenant. No, get him in person. Go. Hurry. Where's the damn book? The book. What book?
I know quite a bit about Experiment Ajax 2323. In fact, I oversaw your case, Subject 117. Joshua and I were the interrogation team. We were in the holding cell. Joshua, Hannah, and I.
Who are you? What do you want? Who the hell are you? Stay away from me.
She kept saying we'd never stop you. I tried to convince her that with her help we would.
Do what you want to me, but you'll never stop him. You'll create your own worst enemy. He'll hunt you down. He'll hunt you down. He'll hunt you down.
So that's when I killed her. I put my hand around her throat. And I crushed her beautiful white neck in my fist.
Oh! Oh! My eyes!
This is for Hannah.
Foster, avenge his wife's death. He could take care of himself now. Avoid capture, flee the country. But he doesn't. He continues to expose our experiments. Why? Because not all humans are driven by selfish motives, as Maya suggests. Foster has a quality that connects him to other humans. A quality unknown to us. It's this connection we must fear. It may give them the one chance they have to defeat us.
It's time for the Assembly to render its decision. Each of you will be afforded a final statement regarding the recommendation to launch.
In every civilization, there are those who lack the courage to look forward, who fight against the tide of expansion, who fear their own destiny. It surprises me that Joshua is one of them. The human subject, Subject 117, is an anomaly, a street scrapper. In actual battle, his life will be snuffed out like the rest of his miserable race. We've spent enough time on this planet preparing. We've done our jobs. It's time to move forward. Recommend the launch.
I'm a patriot. I care deeply for our race and its continued evolution. Like all of you, I came here with a thirst for victory and the desire to crush a weak enemy. But over the years, I've watched and learned that beneath the veneer that Maya perceives as selfish and frail, the human race has revealed a noble core. They just haven't learned to bring that inherent strength to the surface. If a man like Cade Foster can help them do so, then our cause may be doomed.
Members of the Assembly will now vote whether to recommend the launch against this planet. Global array.
Attack.
Don't attack. Attack.
Attack.
Attack.
Attack. Don't attack. Don't attack.
Don't attack.
Look what you've started.
I'm not trying to start anything. I'm trying to stop a war and save lives.
Human life.
And ours.
Don't attack.
Carl's is the deciding vote.
I know you're here. I know you're here. I know you're here.